Jacob Stimmel, and I'm from Bulls Gap, Tennessee. I was looking for a house, and Jason, when I talked to him, it seemed like he knew a lot about what he was talking about, and he was a big help with anything I ever needed. It was my first time buying a house, so I didn't know what I was getting into. It was a good experience. I closed actually a week earlier than planned. Anytime I needed help with anything or had any questions, he'd answer right away and help me learn a lot too. I would gladly recommend anybody. Y'all are a big help, and if I ever go to buy a house again, I'd go with y'all again. My name is Jacob Stimmel, and I got into my first home with the team at SaveWithConrad.com.
NMLS number 212, non-equal housing lender. SaveWithConrad.com.
Welcome to WHW Monday. Tony Schiavone and Conrad Thompson.
Jim Crockett for Starrcade, 605 NWA. TV title, Cajun Omni, the Bunkhouse Stampede. Flair and Horseman, Garvin, Bogey, Magnum, Dusty, Express Tag Team. Turner, Bond, and Mid-South Joint World Championship Wrestling.
Talking about the great years of World Championship Wrestling, the NWA, and Jim Crockett Promotions.
Tony and Friends North, they win. Look, Schiavone's back again. World title split off center stage. Bischoff, Disney, Hogan, and Nitro. New World Order and the Crow. Thunder, Russo, Arquette, Champ, Vinnie, Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not your classy podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh. Lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan. Thompson's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a chant. Tommy, you come over here.
What happened when? WHW Monday. And now, let's go to the ring. And here's your co-host. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson.
Hey, it's Conrad the Mortgage Guy, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm okay, Conrad. I was noticing the open of the show here, the video open of the show, and I was thinking about wow, that's two of my most favorite moments: being kissed by Jimmy Valiant and being hit in the face with a pie by Bozo the Clown. Can you beat that for a career?
What an interesting life, when you really think about it. Hey, so what did you do for work? And then we cut to Boogie Man giving you a sugar. And then cream. I mean, Bozo cream pied you. I mean, let's just call it like it is.
Yes, and literally, not the version that you always talk about. But I was thinking that I was talking to someone about my careers as far as Sting is concerned, and how I was able to, use the term "it's Sting," and I can't remember where I first used it or how it came to be. I guess it came to be before AEW, and how, just like interviewing Ric Flair all those years on the TBS studios, how I feel connected to Sting in some, professional way. And as a kid who was a wrestling fan, you just can't beat that, So I feel very fortunate on many, many levels. And I feel more fortunate the fact that I've gotten to know you and Dave Silva and the whole crew and everybody who has joined us here tonight. Coach Rosie, Brian is here. Who else is here? James Okori, Bryant, Darren Staley, Jack the Phone Guy's here. And we appreciate everybody being with us here as, of course, we come to you live exclusively on Monday nights.
I believe, according to Google, who knows if this is correct, that you started saying "it's Sting" in 96 and 97. So maybe that would have been when he was in the rafters.
Yeah.
And you were pointing. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's what I was thinking too. I thought maybe it could have been when, he did the thing with Vampiro when he caught on fire thing or something. Yeah. And he's in the rafters. It's Sting. I don't know, but it became a thing. And, I'm very fortunate to be part of his career for many reasons. Reason number one, and I think this is the best reason, is he is one of the real good guys I've ever come across in this business. Sincerely a good man. And you meet a lot of them. It's not that I don't meet many of them, but he was such a big star and he never let that go to his head. He really didn't. He was always Steve Borden every time I talk to him. So that says a lot about the man.
I love that somehow, of all matches for you to reference in your storied career that you shared with Sting, you go, oh yeah, the fire match with Vampiro. Of course, you're talking about the Human Torch match from Great American Bash in June of 2000. I think most people have probably blocked out the year 2000 for WCW, but
yeah,
I guess when you see one of your friends caught on fire, it leaves an impression.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. And I think I'm one of those that blocked out 2000 as well as 2001. And I was talking to someone the other day, and they said, I went back and I watched. It may have been Robert Evans, who I'm very close with and works in our front office, as you know, Archibald Peck. And I was talking to him, and he said, I went back and watched. Maybe it may not have been him. I may be wrong, but someone said I went back and watched the final couple of months of WCW 2001, and it really wasn't that bad.
Right.
And I went, really? And they said, yeah, it really wasn't that bad. And I said, it's a blank to me, with the exception of that very last show. It's really a blank to me. And so anyway, it's been a great career, and I'm glad I'm enabled to continue the career and continue on. So we're having a great time.
I think it's probably managing expectations a little bit, right? Like, I think when we were all watching in 2000, we were like, man, it was so good, 2 or 3 years ago. It was the best 2 or 3 years ago. And so you were hoping that it would be as good as it was 2 or 3 years prior, but it left such a bad taste in our mouth. I think we've all sort of written it off and discarded it and said, oh, it was all terrible. And then you go back and watch it. And when you sit down expecting it to be terrible, you're like, well, it's not that bad, but it just wasn't nearly as good as, say, 97 or 98.
Well, one of the things, AJ Styles was there, and AJ Styles, of course, who just, they celebrated his career. He was in the beginning of his career. And so he was a part of it. And I really think that had not we had such a shyster like Brad Siegel running our company, and that guy that ran AOL, whoever he was, and sold it off for pennies to the WWE. I think had Eric Bischoff continued and they continued to want us, we may have been able to pull up the bootstraps, so to speak. Who knows? And here in 2026, who gives a shit? Not me, because I'm happy with my life right now.
He did cut a fun video about Kellner once.
Yeah, Jamie Kellner. That's it. Yeah, there he is.
Kellner's a Dumas or something like that. However you did it, it was kind of fun.
Right. Yes, right.
Fun. I think fun is probably the word I would use to describe our special guest today, wouldn't you?
I think so. And I didn't have a chance to work with Dalton Castle until the AEW days, but I think there is no doubt that when he comes in, gets a great response, and it's because he is very entertaining and he has an entrance like none other. And not only that, as you probably would imagine, behind the scenes, he's a pretty darn good guy as well. Pretty damn good guy. You ready to bring him in?
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Dalton Castle, who's agreed to be with us on the podcast tonight.
You start running your mouth about Bozo, and this bad boy was sitting right behind me.
How about that? How about that, brother? How you doing?
Oh, guys, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Hello, Tony. Hello, Conrad.
Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for jumping on with us.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Why is Bozo on your counter? What's the significance of that?
I got that directly from Bozo.
Did you really?
Yeah. As you might know, I am friends with David Arquette, former world champion.
Right. And he owns Bozo, right?
He bought the rights to Bozo. And one day I went to hang out with him at his house, and he brought me up in to his storage unit on top of his barn. Mm-hmm. And it is filled. It's like, I don't know how big the room was. It was like a giant barn filled with just Bozo merchandise. And we're just walking around. It was overwhelming, the amount of stuff from the 80s. Right. Like everything certainly is filled with lead. but it's all really cool stuff. And he was just trying to I think he's just trying to get rid of it. He's like, you want this? You want this? And I just kept turning everything down. But the little mini bozo, I thought I could manage bringing that home.
Yeah, I got to reach out to him. That is so freaking cool. And again, literally, when I think about my time at WCW Dalton, doing the Bozo show was wonderful. So that was great. But hey, enough of Bozo, enough of David Arquette. How you doing? All right.
You want me to shit on Sting while you guys just say all these nice things about him?
Yeah.
One time, I was sitting next to him in catering, I get up to go get a flavored water and turn around. He took a bite out of my turkey panini.
What?
Yeah.
Because
he denies it. But he had a little chipotle mayonnaise on his big white beard, so I don't buy his excuses.
Wow, I guess because he's Sting, he thought he could just bite in anybody's sandwich, right?
When you're an icon, you can eat anybody's food. That's the bonus of being a famous, brooding wrestler who hides in the rafters. You can't get the guy in the rafters. He's up there.
I know he is. He's up there and he rappels down. And was talking about all the crazy bumps he took at the end of his career. It's just it's really crazy. And how many crazy bumps have you taken throughout your career?
I don't think I've done too risky things. I've fought through a lot of stupid injuries that just mentality is you don't stop. You just got to show everybody you're tough. And then also don't tell anybody you're hurt. So they don't even know that you're working hurt. So they don't know how tough you are. It's just for you. It's like a secret game I play for myself. I wrestled for quite a long time with a broken back, undiagnosed.
Really?
While doing that, I broke my hand in the middle of it. Yeah, I did.
Jeez.
Starting in I think it was 2016. Yeah, I definitely know the date when it happened because I watched the entire Summer Olympics from the floor in 2016.
Oh my God. And it was undiagnosed broken back, but you knew something was wrong, obviously.
Yeah. So
you think you just had a strain, or what did you think was going on? Or did you say, I just
pulled a muscle is what I initially thought. I had this, I was training in freestyle with, I was professional wrestling, but I on the side I would still train in regular wrestling, and I just was had this real hard go with this guy, and he cranked his neck the same time my back popped, and he was like, let's stop, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, let's stop for the day. And then I went home thinking nothing's wrong, and then just woke up in the middle of the night in the worst pain of my life, where I couldn't lay down, couldn't sit up, couldn't move, it was like electric. I was being electrocuted, it felt like. And then I went to a doctor who he's like, let's see if you could touch your toes, which I could. And he was like, you're probably just inflamed. So I took that as good news. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just being a baby. It doesn't hurt that bad. I'll just work through it. And he assigned me 2 weeks of PT where all they did was the ultrasound stuff on me.
Right.
And I spent the next year hiding it and
still taking bumps. Hiding it, still taking bumps. Yeah.
Yeah, I would lay on an ice pack up until my music was playing, every show. And I would tell a lot of the guys that I was working with that I was limited. So they would, so nice. They would if you go back and watch between 2015 and 2016, you can see my partners wrestling around me to hide me.
Yeah, that's great. That's great teamwork. Well, there you go. Well, how are you feeling right now? You
great.
Feeling okay now? Good.
Yeah, I feel real good now.
Good. Well, we're glad you're here. We're going to take a look at some of your more iconic entrances, which is always cool to watch. And
I don't repel from the ceiling in any of them, though, which is a real shame. I feel that's the next step.
It's because of your back.
the insurance risk alone.
Yeah. All right, what do we have here?
The first one we're going to watch here today, Tony, is from Ring of Honor Final Battle. This went down in 2016 at the Hammerstein Ballroom, and this is when Dalton Castle was facing Colt Cabana. So Final Battle is always a big show every year, so I'm sure this is going to be a pretty special entrance.
All right. Let's take a look at it. You ready, Dave, to roll tape in 3, 2, 1, play.
My father-in-law helped me build like the base for what I'm about to come out on.
Really?
Yeah, I was up at his house and I told him my idea, so he helped me like figure out the structure and everything. Because I think of these big, beautiful, like theatrical designs, but then I've got to like remember I've got to put these in like a suitcase or in the back of a car. So I got to like make sure everything is collapsible and can be built when I get there.
You have that rugged, old-timey movie good guy look there. You know, like back in the 50s or 40s, you know what I'm saying? Just that.
You think I'm rugged?
Well, you were rugged looking there, but now it's kind of changed when you went.
Oh, no.
Okay. When you walk and have that serious look you had on your face.
Well, I am serious. I mean, the second the music starts, like I lock into like a different person. It's which is why I think I'm free to like be an insane person right into the camera every time I walk to the ring, because I don't know. I feel like I have to just commit and just go straight forward, or else the audience is going to eat me alive and then it'll all fall apart. It's a real adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I get it. So your father-in-law came up with that idea of pulling you out as you were like pulling out like in a chariot, like Ben-Hur, right? Or something like that.
Well, no, the idea was mine, and then I didn't know how to build it. So I bought like a wheelchair at a thrift store, and I took the wheels off it, and then I brought those up to him, and he was like, I think I can figure this out. And then he built me like a platform, and I think we used like insulation foam for like the sides. And then like it didn't look as pretty as it did when I was setting it up, but our stage, I don't know his title. Sean Bird, he works for AEW now.
Right.
He was like instrumental in like helping me get a lot of these things built before the pay-per-views start.
We always see Bird, of course, running around ringside, helping with the ring and all of that. And that's just a there's Hammerstein Ballroom.
That was embarrassing. I looked the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Oh, no.
There you go. So this is another entrance right now. Which one is this from?
This is my work. Oh, you can talk. It's your show.
No, my apologies. October 18th, 2022. This is AEW Title Tuesday in Cincinnati, Ohio against Chris Jericho.
Wow.
One of my first like big budget production entrances, because I didn't have to build this one myself. It was so nice. Like Charlie and the rest of the crew at AEW and Jordan. Like I think I was in Toronto, and like Jericho like pointed me out and like said he wanted to work with me, and it was just like in 4 days it was like on Tuesday we're gonna wrestle on Dynamite. Think about what big entrance you want to do. And immediately I had to like send ideas to the props people at AEW, and they had to like order all the costumes and stuff. Yeah. And build that chair. I think the paint was still wet when I was sitting on it. I do remember sitting on the throne, and like somebody, I think looked through the stage and was like, "Hey, there's going to be pyro." And I was like, "When?" And then it just.
Oh, you had more than just a couple of boys in this one. You had a whole crew of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole muster of boys.
Yeah.
One of them is a snake man. He was hiding as a boy, the Serpentico.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Serpentico's in there? That son of a bitch. He's everywhere.
You can try to pick him out. He slithered his ass in there.
We need to get that dumbass on this show. That son of a bitch.
Oh, my God. This night was amazing. I owe so much to Jericho. I don't think I would have got that. I got my full-time job at AEW because of him just selecting me to be one of his opponents. Wow. I was like there for like 7 months, but I might as well have been invisible. I was like getting ignored, and it was weird. It was a weird time. And then when you get finally hired full-time, you feel like you're part of the crew and welcomed a lot more.
Okay, Conrad, where's this one from?
This is 2015, January 31st at the Nashville Fairgrounds against Ashley Six. So just over 11 years ago.
So this is a bad back and all, maybe?
No, this is pre-bad back. Yeah, this is my very first Ring of Honor TV appearance.
Okay.
It's a Top Prospect tournament. I flew myself there, but I had the flu all week. And when I got there, I was so lucky that they were going to let me do the full entrance. And I was also lucky that Brent and Brandon there, who worked with me for a number of years, were just hanging out ringside during the daytime. That I asked Kevin Kelly, I was like, can I have some boys for my entrances? And he was like, well, those two are twins. So I asked them, and they took it so seriously. They practiced like for hours off on their own, like after I showed them the steps, and it was a big help, like having people like take it serious.
Right. This is, well, again, this is an entrance like none other. And
yes.
You've put a lot of effort and into this. You really have.
Well, thank you for noticing, because I do think of this strictly only as theater. Like it is only theater to me. And if it's not entertaining for the crowd, then I'm wasting my time.
Well, exactly. And it is entertaining. And I think you do notice that there's a nice ass shot. I think
younger ass.
A younger ass. I think you do notice that people react to you. So the entrance, so it's working. Now we're going to go to matches, or is this another entrance we got here?
No, this is a match. This time it's Final Battle 2017, back in Hammerstein. This time against Cody Rhodes.
Is this when you win the championship?
This is.
All right.
Not to spoil the ending. You know, I've got a lot of matches that I'm very proud of, and I've had like good matches with people in Ring of Honor like Silas and the Briscoes and Taven. I've teamed with Tanahashi a few times. The Bucks, I've worked with a bunch in Okada, but like I don't win a lot of those matches, and I don't want you or Conrad to see me as a loser. So we're gonna watch a lot of matches where I win.
Right.
Hell yeah.
And thematically, my back gets worse along the way. Right. I have a broken back, but I'm unaware of it at this point.
Okay.
I'm just ignoring a lot of pain and laying on ice packs.
Yeah. Well, you do know, young man, it's not good to hide your injuries. You do need to take care of yourself, because you'll be getting my age one day, and then you'll be walking around, you know how it is.
I see you, Tony. I saw you doing parkour in the back halls with Johnny TV.
Hey, Johnny TV, it's I got to credit Johnny TV and Nigel McGuinness with turning my physical state around.
Oh, you training with those guys?
No, but they told me I better train. I will get real old real fast. And so I've been training for almost a year now.
Yeah. I mean, if I'd be sincere here, that's like the most important thing I think you can do. I've got my aunt who's 72 years old. She's the one who makes all my jumpsuits
Oh, wow.
and my capes. She still does it. She is my inspiration. She's in the best shape I've ever seen somebody. She's the strongest person in my family. She's only like 100 pounds, but she's jacked, and she rock climbs every day. Wow. She just had a total knee replacement, and I think it was 8 weeks after she was climbing again.
Oh, wow.
So that's who I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
Is just somebody who never stops moving.
You got to stay active. And I found that out, and I wish I would have learned that 30 years ago.
Yeah. That's why I was able to counter Cody there. He's not loose. He's too stiff.
A stiff Cody Rhodes.
A stiff Cody Rhodes. Yeah. You need some oil in those joints.
Let's, what do you say we pick up some of the commentary here, Dave? Let's track some of that.
Minoru Suzuki defeated Christopher Daniels, Rocky Romero. Extensive list of defenses. Just last week, for Revolution Pro defeated Jay Lethal, London, England. Yes, indeed. Kick to the midsection, drops down. Oh, look at this. So smart is Dalton Castle. Right into an arm bar. Something we haven't seen out of Dalton, but it's not like he isn't familiar. And I wonder, Colt, apologize for cutting you off here, but Cody has made his opponents, his challengers, come to him in his title defenses. Beautiful disaster kick averted. Do you think Dalton Castle, part of his game plan,
I think,
is to bring the
some of our
match with
listeners
Cody?
think some of our listeners may be surprised to learn, you sort of alluded to it earlier, that you have an amateur wrestling background, just like Cody did. Whereas Cody had a lot of success in the state of Georgia, yours was in New York. Do I have that right?
Yeah. I was county champion in high school, then was a state champion in Greco when I got to college. Then I wrestled a few years past. I wrestled in beach wrestling, 2-time national champion. Let me take a sip. I was also part of the world team in 2010, where I flew over to Budva, Montenegro to compete. And I wrestled in the heavyweight division, and I was very small, but I had a great time. Didn't bring home a medal.
Yeah, that's okay. So you, wait, there's a cover. Anyway, so.
Your instincts.
That's instincts. Anyway, so you are, you made the transition to pro wrestling. Is it something you always wanted to do as you were amateur? Say, hey, man, I can give that a shot.
No, quite the opposite. I never kind of saw myself going down that road. When I was around 15, all my friends started training to be pro wrestlers, but I was in high school doing amateur wrestling. So I would, any weekend that I was not traveling at a tournament, I would travel with them to indie shows and just hang out. They started to call me the roadie, and I would just be in locker rooms. I would help set up rings and set up chairs with no expectation to ever start training. And then come the end of senior year, I've got this degree in theater and broadcasting, and I've got this background in wrestling. And my friend Jimmy Olsen was a successful independent guy in the Northeast, and then Colin Delaney was currently in WWE. And they just like sat me down and were like, you should be doing this. All that stuff you do, that's all of it, all combined into one. So they took me under the wing and started training me real fast. I think my first match was like 2 weeks after training.
Oh, wow.
That's something. Now, explain to us the storyline between you and Cody here. Is it, how long did this go, and what led up to this title match? Do you remember?
I remember it started over in England, I think. I think he I came out and did the point thing. I don't remember. And then he jumped me backstage, and that was to get me off TV for a month, because I needed to rest my
your back
hip.
That just
at that point it was my hip. I thought I was hurting. I thought my hip hurt.
So you just go back down the stairs right there. Jesus.
It's final battle, Tony.
Yeah, I get it. I know. Hey, listen,
the main event.
I get it, man. I know. I understand. Believe you me, I understand. I see it.
I think Cody definitely did a lot of the heavy lifting for the angle.
Right.
His heel character was very funny. We did an angle where I came back after my time off and surprised him. I was a masked fan taking a picture with him. And there's this clip where we get in the ring and he goes to take a selfie video, and then the video that he shot, his face is so freaking funny when we do the reveal. That's the best. Oh, forgot I go through a table. Yeah, and then we do a signing, I think, and he just really had to just turn up the obnoxiousness, because he was beloved. People loved Tony. I'm sorry, loved Cody and Tony.
Right, I get it.
So it was it was an not uphill battle, but I definitely had my supporters in the crowd. But we really had to make sure he was perceived as a heel. It's the first night he dyed his hair blonde too. Right.
Yeah. Well, I remember that he had dyed his hair blonde for that. Which is, and there's Brandy.
Brandy. Wow. Look at that roll.
Oh my God. What did she do? What did she do? I never worked the Hammerstein Ballroom till last Christmas when we first did it with AEW, but what a great wrestling venue.
It's a cool environment.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It looks I like the look of the brown and whatever the color we're saying the background is there versus the gray it is now. But
Right.
that might be just because that's what I'm used to seeing on all the old videos. The nostalgia.
Considering the success you had as an amateur, did you ever consider pursuing MMA, or was it always going to be wrestling?
Yeah. In fact, when like we were sophomores in college, that UFC show had just kind of started, and it got everybody real excited. So we introduced a 24-hour tap out title on our team, where we would just beat the shit out of each other in the dorms. Where it got out of hand a little bit, where people were making their RAs unlock doors while people were sleeping. I woke up just to get choked out once. So,
wow.
What? You woke up just to get choked out once.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was champ. I had it coming.
Okay.
No, I don't think I ever really thought that was the career. I didn't want to get punched in the face, and I hated making weight.
Once again, this is 2015, and this is where Dalton becomes the Ring of Honor World Champion. Cody had been the world champion for how long? Does any of you guys remember?
Was it
Conrad?
6?
Let me look that up.
6 years?
No,
6
it was
months.
6 or 8 months.
Okay.
He beat who? Chris Daniels, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. He beat Christopher Daniels on March 10th, and that was the 15th anniversary show, and then he dropped the belt here on December 15th.
He didn't drop it. I took it.
Oh, that's right. Exactly right. 9 months was the run there.
Wow. Can you believe this was 10 years ago? Or 11 years ago? Yeah. Jeez. Goes
It's wild.
It just shoots right by.
It really does. I mean, it doesn't feel like this was 10 years ago.
No.
I still feel like I'm trying to make it as a pro wrestler. And here I am. I've been living it for over 10 years.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You got him bleeding. Now look at your jaw. As we said, his jaw is set. Dalton Castle's jaw is set, and he's determined.
he's got thin skin, that Cody. I'm going to keep calling him Tony. That's his real name, if you guys didn't know that.
Tony Rhodes.
Oh, stop it.
Coming out in Cody's clothes. Oh, shit. Sick double.
Wow.
I did enjoy Cody's company. One of the funniest storytellers I think I've ever met.
Yeah, he's got a lot of them, man. I sure do miss him.
All
But
right.
I'm glad for his success.
Has he been successful? I haven't noticed.
Yeah, he's like one of the major stars.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but he lost his WrestleMania opportunity on Saturday, Tony. So,
Oh, he didn't win the Chamber of Commerce or whatever it is.
no, he did not win the Chamber of Commerce. What a great line. I will call it that from now on. It was Randy Orton. I don't know if
Randy Orton. Randy Orton won the Chamber of Commerce.
Randy Orton.
By 3 votes.
Wow.
Great line.
I thought Cody would move on.
I think everybody expected it, and they gave us a swerve, bro.
There you go. I got to tell you, Dalton, for a guy with a bad hip or a bad back, you certainly are performing quite well here.
Well,
No
yeah,
doubt.
it's like some people can't walk, but they can dance, you know? Everything hurts until I get out there, and then like I don't think about it at all. I am very limited if it was an elective activity, but this is live or die.
Right. Look at this. A little cross. Oh,
that was nice.
that was a nice counter. So how many minutes we got left in the match, Dave?
Oh,
there's a referee freaking bump.
had it coming though. That Todd Sinclair was running his mouth.
Yeah, there you go. Knock that sumbitch down. I'd like to get the call for the finish, so I don't know how close we are for the finish. So,
Um,
do you remember? It's 11 years ago now.
Yeah, I feel like we got like 3 more spots from here.
Okay.
Maybe like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Have I gone to the table already? Yeah, right.
Yes.
You have? I saw you go down the stairs.
Did Zing or Sting zip line down yet?
Yeah.
There's a man on fire. Okay. Well, get this. Here comes the crossroads. Oh, man. And that's it?
That's it. He wins.
2. No, he
No, I still got more in the tank.
Can't
My
keep
wife is in the crowd.
His wife may be on the turnbuckle, but yours is in the crowd. Watch out.
I think my wife wanted me to make sure I told you that I did not inform her I was winning this evening, and she was happy and upset at the same time.
Oh, wow.
She's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" She didn't want to come. I was like, "You have to come to the show." She's like, "I don't. Why?"
Really? Why?
Why? I mean, I've been to 1,000 of these things.
Oh, geez. That's like Lois. So we're going to England. Lois says, "Do I have to go to the shows?" I would go.
Oh shit! This is the call.
Okay, here it is.
Here we go.
2. New York City is on their feet.
It's Colt Cabana.
And for everybody that has been just a little bit different, everybody that's been unique, who's been told no, who's been told they never make it, Dalton Castle has proved them wrong here tonight. I am stunned. Ring of Honor Ambassador Kerry Silkin with a brand new championship will take it to Bobby Cruz.
The winner of the match and new Ring of Honor World Champion, Dalton Castle.
He's been called the Freddie Mercury of professional wrestling. But tonight, Colt, he has shaped his identity. The record book will forever show that on December 15th, Dalton Castle became the Ring of Honor World Champion at Final Battle. Call him whatever you want, but make sure you call him the champ. What a special moment for this man right here. And those boys who have been by his side since day one here in Ring of Honor. What a moment we're seeing right now. What a 2017, Colt. What a way to cap off the biggest year in Ring of Honor history. Give credit to the former champ. Well, give credit to the man who, when the lights shine the brightest, delivered in the main event of Ring of Honor's biggest event. Dalton Castle cements his legacy here tonight as the confetti pours down. For Colt Cabana and Ring of Honor, we'd like to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. Thank you for the greatest year.
Wow.
We've got more Dalton Castle coming up, but first we want to talk about our friends at Mando. You know, this time of year we all start hitting up some spring cleaning. Well, I've got something you can get rid of. Your old deodorant. We just started using Mando in the last couple of years here in the Thompson household, and it's an absolute game changer. This is from the founders of Lumi. Mando whole body deodorant is helping men conquer their odor in a new way. I love all the scents. They've got a bunch of different great ones, but I just want to brag for a minute about how well the product works. When they say whole body deodorant, they mean it. Tony Schiavone uses Mando on his ball bag, on his thigh folds, on his belly buttons, up his butt crack. That's right, near the taint and the gooch, and the whole business with Schiavone is smelling better than ever thanks to Mando. Mando was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, especially for people like Tony Schiavone. He's a stinky rascal. Ask anybody he works with. But Mando is clinically proven to block odor all day long and control it for up to 72 hours. You can get solid stick deodorant, which is formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it even starts. And they've got spray deodorant that's aluminum free and ideal for those hard to reach places. All of Mando's products are baking soda free and paraben free. You're absolutely going to love it. Mando is clinically proven to control odor better than Old Spice. How about that for a factoid? Some men mask their BO with scents, but not the Mando men. They get the job done right. So don't mask it, Mando it. It's available now in retailers near you, or head on over to shopmando.com, because for a limited time, new customers can get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. Just use the code WHW at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide. That's shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and say hello to long-lasting freshness. So without further ado, we've got another fabulous match here. This time we'll be watching Jay Lethal challenge Dalton Castle. This went down on the 16th anniversary show, which was March 9th, 2018 in Nevada. We love Jay Lethal here on the program. I'm excited to see this.
Me too. One of my favorite opponents. One of my favorite people to watch wrestle. He's just always so serious and like has a reason for every movement he makes. I feel like when I wrestle him, he makes me think about wrestling in a different way, and I come out like better at the end of it. I always learn something.
That's very well said. And he had a chance to wrestle some on AEW TV recently. You know, he's been a lot on Ring of Honor, but
yeah, I do love seeing him get highlighted.
Yeah,
he definitely needs to be showcased more.
He's one of the good guys. He really is. So where is this? What year is this again, Conrad?
2018. This is March 9th, 2018 in Nevada.
So just 3 months after that match with Cody.
All right.
Where the back is getting worse, but I now just think my hip is hurting. So like I'm putting bags of ice down my pants at night.
I don't know why that makes me laugh. Putting bags of ice down my pants at night, as you do.
As you do when you got hot pants.
That's right. Absolutely.
Coach Rosie's with us here live, and he says, Dalton, if Tony was one of your boys for a week, what task would you assign him? Tony and a peacock feather is must-watch TV.
He'd be my ottoman.
I love that.
I think I could be a very good ottoman, to be honest.
You'd be a wonderful ottoman. Don't
Absolutely.
you dare cut yourself short.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my office is filled of ottomans for my
filled
dog.
with ottomans.
Yeah. Okay. I need a third one.
It's like an empire there, the Ottoman Empire.
It's like it's where the dogs hang out when I'm here pretending to work.
Oh man, they all got their own bed. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. I need another one. I'm gonna get one tomorrow. Oh, you dropped him. Hip gave out.
He wiggled. You can't bangerang a man when he's wiggling. That's the only defense to my finisher.
Okay.
Wiggling.
Oh, wow.
And in freestyle and Greco, we call it undulating
to
get out of a gut wrench.
Hey, you went to Australia, didn't you?
Yeah, the recent one.
Yeah. And did you work Brisbane?
I did. Yeah, I wrestled Takeshna on that show.
Okay, how was that?
It was real fun. It was great.
Yeah,
and then after the show, I got to feed a possum a banana. So it was a great day.
Okay. So tell us that story.
Yeah, the match was fine. It was great.
Okay.
He was one of the best wrestlers in the world, and it was an honor being there with him. And also incredibly handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Then Sky Blue and I were waiting for a couple of people to come out of the building, and we got excited about a toad. And then the guy who works at the building was like, "You won't see a real Australian animal." And then he goes, "Come with me." and of course, we went with the stranger.
Of course, in Australia, right?
And he pokes under the building. There's like on a pipe. There's this adorable marsupial just hanging out, and they must feed her regularly because she comes right over.
Right.
And he hands us a banana, and then we gave him a little bite. And she had a baby in her pouch.
Oh, wow. Now that's special. See?
Oh, we're cooking here.
That's a moment you'll always remember.
I just want to say, I hear a lot of fans, or I don't hear it. I guess I see it on Twitter, but they always say Man, I wish Dalton Castle never broke his back. Imagine what he would be. And this guy looks pretty damn good.
I think he does too. You and Jake Lethal are tearing it up here.
Of course, nipples.
You know you're only as good as the person you work with. And he's only good as the person he works with.
That's why I gave you 3 matches of the best wrestlers who carried me.
There you go. Well, yeah, well, when we had Jay Lethal on, we said, "How about that Dalton Castle match?" He went, "No."
You'll see why later when I dump him on his head. He's never been the same since.
He started teaming with Jeff Jarrett after that, so it was all downhill.
Oh wow, this has been a lot of fun, man.
Who's riding whose coattails in that couple?
Yeah,
I think they're both Karen's.
Yeah, absolutely. Karen runs that. Karen runs that show,
and they're carried by Satnam.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Jack the phone guy says, when you look back at the Traveling Tights, what's your favorite episode or moment that made the final cut? Was there something you filmed that you loved, but it just didn't survive the edit?
Oh no, if I loved it, it got in there. I had to produce content. Wasn't going to leave it on the floor. I think one of my favorite moments is Matt Taven and I are outside the something in Seattle where they shot the Real World, and we memorized the intro. We took like 20 minutes to memorize the intro so we could film ourselves recreating the MTV Real World intro.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's not my favorite one. It's the first one that pops in my head, though.
James Elker is with us, and he wants to know, does it get hot wearing that entrance attire with adrenaline pumping in the crowd?
Yeah, but that's good. I like to get a sweat going before I go out there. I don't want to hit the ring cold.
Right.
That's the whole purpose of it. It's a warm-up.
I want to go back to that last question that we had about was Traveling Tights. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and now that you say that, I think I've confused that with my other YouTube series, Planet Peacock. Traveling Tights was a podcast and a YouTube show I was doing.
Okay. That's what I want you to explain what that was, because not everybody like yours truly knows what the Traveling Tights were about, or
I guess I don't either, since I answered it wrong.
Okay.
It was a podcast from 2016, Tony.
Okay.
I was doing like on the Independence. I was just trying to film like small interviews with people on the road. And I was also I worked for a radio station at the time, and they were pushing online local content. That's what they kept saying. And I was like, well, I like making movies. So I was just filming myself and trying to put wrestling content into my radio station website. They didn't like it. They were not supportive.
Well, you know how radio people are. I know how they are.
You were in there for a long time, huh?
Long time. Yes, not kidding.
I signed my Ring of Honor contract on a Sunday and was fired from radio on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah. 2015.
Yeah. Wow.
That's good timing, though. Look at you.
I went into their office on Friday, my boss's office, and was like, hey, I have 2 contracts on the table. I'm going to sign one of them. I just want to make sure I can still work here if I take one Thursday off a month. And you know what? You don't have to pay me. And my boss just looks at me and goes, you should take that job. Because you're gonna be a great wrestler. You should do it. And I go, yeah, but can I work here still? And they're like, you should take that job.
Yeah. Yeah, I've found most radio people on a higher level are the most disingenuous people I've ever been around in my life.
And the least creative.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my
absolutely.
God.
Yeah.
My whole life I've been working for people telling me I'm not funny.
Yeah.
And it just hurts how terribly unfunny they were.
You want to know how bad radio hierarchy is? Just listen to some of the commercials they put on.
Right. Yeah, that got through. Who approved this?
Who approved this bullshit?
You know, the best part was 6 months later, Rolling Stones writes an article on me.
Really?
And then the radio company calls me up to have me come get interviewed by their sports station.
Oh
my gosh!
And when I came in, none of my bosses were in the building.
Of course. Okay, so now
I did miss them.
Yeah, I hate them all. So you and Jay Lethal bring it outside. There's a German suplex. They're both down. My God, I like that. Wow, I like that graphic.
This room was fun. This is like a dusty old hotel called Sam's Town, but the venue we would play was like perfect size.
Right. Yeah, there was talk about I think about us running Sam's Town years ago. And I think that was during the pandemic because we were doing
studio.
We were doing everything in Jacksonville, and there was Sam's Town wanted us to come over and do that. And
that certainly would have been better than freezing.
Yeah, a lot of times we were freezing.
We got another question here from Bad Money Slim, who wants to know, where did the idea of the boys come from?
So the first time I did the entrance, it was my first entrance was in Ashley 6. He booked a show in Toronto, and he goes, "Hey, I'm going to get you showgirls." So I worked on the jumpsuit, and I didn't have the wings, but I had the jumpsuit and a cape, and I had 3 showgirls for his show, and we just like put together some sort of like blocking for our entrance, and it was weird, but the crowd liked it. And when it came back through the curtain, Ashley was right there, and he was like, "Hey man, how'd it go?" And I was like, "It was good, but I think it needs to be boys." And it just clicked right from there. So I drove home and found like all these remnant fabric from like under my bed that I would use for other costumes. And I just cobbled together these like skirts and these dollar store masks. And the next weekend, I changed the entrance a little bit for 2CW in Watertown, New York. And like that night, it was like, oh, all right, no, this is it. This is perfect. And I just kind of snowballed from there. It was originally girls.
Bucky's Enjoyer wants to know, Dalton, in your mind, what was in the boy food they were picking out of your hands?
You know what's in there.
Oh, great answer. Oh, you just chased Bobby away, and now you're going over towards. Watch out! There's your announce team.
I like when it gets messy like this.
Stay away from the damn tables, you son of a bitches.
Roll under there, tie the shoelaces together.
Wow, we had like the other night where I can't even remember where we were. We had like 4 people hit the table. It was like, what the hell? There's Jay Lethal. Whoa, and he kicked a boy.
It's not like it's a small ring either. It's not hard to stay in the ring. Oh no, Bobby Cruz!
Oh my God. Bobby said, I'm all right. I saw him roll over there. I'm all right. Telling Jay Lethal I'm all right. Oh, Bobby took a bump. He is a miserable fuck.
Yeah, because of this.
Hey, let's see it. Let's see it again.
Oh my God. Can't even stay on his feet for Jay for 1 second.
Oh God, I just can't wait to see him next time.
I love Bobby, yeah.
Yeah. And this is Colt going over now? Yeah.
Yeah, he's pissed. He loves Bobby.
Yeah.
And his dad.
Yeah. And then of course, he and Riccaboni over there not helping out at all.
Well, someone's got to man the mic, Tony.
No one's got to man the mic.
Have responsibilities.
No one. If the action's good, you don't need us to talk about it. And the action's great here.
Thank you. It's about time someone said it.
What am I talking about? You always need an announcer. Hell, I'm going to work myself out of a freaking job.
I was fixing to say, Tony, with AI, and now you saying that, things are not looking good. Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There's going to be an AI Tony Schiavone pretty soon.
That's exactly right, Excalibur.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to say.
On repeat, you're set.
Mm-hmm. Conrad, do you see what I'm doing there? You want to keep control. You want to stay close. Keep contact.
Mm-hmm.
If I come near you, I'm getting wrist control. You better believe it.
Mm. There you go. See, not only were we entertained by Dalton Castle, we're learning something today. And who says this can't be an educational podcast? It can be.
Dalton, have you had a chance to check out any Real American Freestyle yet? What do you think about them trying "quote unquote" pro wrestling?
It's happened a few times. I like seeing another go at it. I remember when I was in high school, they tried it. It was called Real Pro Wrestling, and they had like a rule where you can throw a guy off the stage and you win automatically. I love it. I think anything that like makes it more entertaining and draws more interest to the sport is good, because I think wrestling is the best sport in the world. And I think for an individual growing up, it can definitely help somebody build the skills and strength and confidence that can help them become a better adult, even if they don't continue wrestling their whole lives. But it can teach you so much. I think that's why I'm able to like ignore that I have a broken back for 2 years.
Right.
Because I just think about all the hard things that I've gotten through in practice or matches, or just pushing myself to cut weight 8 pounds in a couple hours. And then you just realize, oh, I can get through anything. This ain't so bad.
I had my youngest son wrestled in high school, and he would like to cut weight. He would like put a hoodie on and sweats on and get on a bicycle and just, it was like crazy. And then
the
when
rubber suits.
Yeah, no. And then when they weigh in, after they weigh in, they'd go eat like pigs. It's like, what the hell's going on here, kid?
I remember we'd be like dying and sweating, getting on the scale, and then we'd go eat and right after, and you get all shivery, you get like cold because your body starts like digesting the food and all the blood leaves your skin. It's a fun process coming back to life.
I imagine would be a fun process. Let's take a look at this. Look at you on Jay Lethal's back.
I think he fixed me.
It was the adjustment you needed.
Yeah, I don't think I would. If I'd known what was really going on, I probably would have said no to that or fought harder to not be in it.
Yeah.
But I was still pretty willing to do anything as champ.
Yeah, there you go. I don't blame you.
I don't think I've seen him do that torture rack roll in a long time.
Yeah.
You mentioned being champ. A wrestling historian's with us here live, and he wants to know, how did it feel to be the ROH champion? Thanks in advance. Was that a goal?
Yeah, definitely a goal when you get there. You want to be on top and looked at by everyone. It's still my goal. I think I'm loud and flamboyant because I love attention and I believe in myself. But it was a mixed feeling being Ring of Honor World Champ, because it felt like my career is skyrocketing forward while also coming to a crashing end, because my body was in so much pain and I didn't know what was going on. So it was right around this time I start asking to drop the title, and I keep getting told no every week. No, we're gonna figure out a storyline around it. It wasn't right here, but it's a couple weeks after this when we start going to like Massachusetts. I remember.
Wow.
Yeah, so not a lot of glory, a lot of pain.
When do you think you started to feel more like yourself? Do you remember the moment or the match or what have you?
When Ring of Honor went back to production during 2020, during the pandemic, we halted maybe 6 months. So I got to stay home and just focus on all my physical therapy and all my exercises and eating right. And I wasn't flying every week. And if you look at like the peer tournament Ring of Honor did in the closed studio shows, like I'm leaner, I'm moving faster, I'm happier. My promos got better because I'm having fun again. I'm not just a miserable cat. I think I was a grumpy cat who didn't want to be pet. And it was hard to be entertaining, and it's hard to let go when you're just thinking so much about everything that's going on with your body.
Right.
So I remember, Dalton, when you first came into AEW, remember we used to do those promos in the back, and Dalton would really put a lot of effort into his promos, a lot of time into his promos, and sometimes what would be like a minute and a half promo would take Dalton anywhere between 3 and 4 hours to do. I remember walking back sometimes and said, "What fucking cut is this? Cut 400, take 400. What's going on?" No, but you did put a lot of effort and thought into that, right? I mean, you really do.
I always do. Yeah. Because like not everybody cares about you in wrestling. They just think, okay, here's the scenario, but they don't think deeper into how does this character fit in or where's the conflict. And I just really want to make sure when I'm so limited to the amount of screen time I get, I want to make sure when I'm on camera, I'm hitting home runs every time.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave me a really good tip when I first got there. There was a moment where I think I was wearing this sweater in a promo, and you were like, I wouldn't be seen in anything other than my jumpsuit. And I took that into consideration, and I'm only in my jumpsuit now in promos.
Wow.
Good plan. That's your character, right?
Fast forward to next week, I'll be in a t-shirt.
Well, I got that. Listen, I tell a lot of the guys this. I got that from Randy Savage. You know, Randy would always do his promos in his gimmick, whatever it was, right? And he had so many different looks, but he always, and this was moving on in, you know, in the heyday of the Macho Man and the Mega Powers, he was always in character, always in gimmick. So I took that from him, and I really thought that was very important. You and Jay are putting a lot of time in this thing, man.
Yeah, it's one of my longer matches.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I think it's a lot longer than the Cody match. So how many title defenses do you have? Do you remember?
6, maybe?
6, okay.
Or 8. I know I held it for just over 6 months. And there's got to be at least one every month, I would imagine.
Right.
And then I also, I don't know, maybe I defended it in Germany too at an independent.
Okay.
I don't remember if that counted that or not. I don't know. Some nerd out there knows.
Yeah, I think a nerd's going to speak up right now at the bottom of our screen.
Oh, this is my favorite. This is one of the craziest things I've done in wrestling.
Really? We're getting ready to see one of the craziest things you've ever done in wrestling?
Mm-hmm. There's like a perfectly well-timed picture too. I got to find it.
Okay. Man.
Okay, maybe I spoke too soon.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
Get ready. It's going to be huge.
Man, we can't wait.
Oh, there it is. The Mr. Perfect cell.
Okay. The perfect cell. Boom.
Oh, I was wrong. This is not the part of the match I thought it was.
Okay.
Your nerd answer is 8 successful defenses and
8?
drop it in match 9. Yeah.
See, I told you the nerd at the bottom of the screen here would know.
Yeah, I found it. Successful defenses against Punishment Martinez, who we know on WWE under a different name these days. Harkan Asian. Not know that name. Not familiar with that one.
German, I think. Parkun Aslan, I think his name is. That's the crazy thing where I killed Jay.
Wow. Killed Jay.
Killed him.
Okay, so there's 2. What are the other ones?
A 3-way against Beer City Bruiser and Beretta in Japan.
They're called threesomes.
Yeah, my apologies. This match against Jay Lethal here at Sam's Town. The next month, the Super Card of Honor picked up a win over Marty Scurll, and then Flip Gordon and West Palm Beach.
I snapped my finger in that match with Marty. This one.
Evil over in London, which I think we might be watching in a moment. And then a 3-way with Cody and Marty and Baltimore at the Best in the World 2018, and then lost it in the 4-way
I wrestled twice that weekend. Oh my god. Yeah, I lose the next night to Jay in Fairfax on Facebook Live.
Wow.
Well, dozens of people watched.
AEW will be going to Fairfax at the end of April, by the way.
Oh, nice.
What's your favorite Fairfax memory, Tony?
Okay, so we had a WCW event in Fairfax, and I had some relatives of mine come to see me, and I was talking to them, and they said, well, you know, our father died last year. And I was close to their father. And I said, what? He died last year? Yes. You didn't call me? His name was Anthony. No, we didn't call you. We didn't think about calling you. You didn't think about calling me? How close I was to him? No, we didn't. So they showed up at the arena that night and waited for me to come out afterwards. And I ghosted them. I didn't even come out. I went back to the hotel. And they waited.
Because they didn't call you?
Yeah, I was pissed off. I was just tired of. At one time, we were a very close-knit Italian family. And after my dad died, they everything started to break apart. And they kept isolating me and my mom. And I was just like, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. So that's my Fairfax, and that's a true story. Never talked to my cousins again after that, as you might imagine.
I think you should patch things up this year when we go back.
Maybe so. Maybe I ought to go knock on their door. Say, I'm sorry. Could I have a tea?
Here we go.
Okay. Here it is. There it is. Fans know it.
Oh my god! Look how he sold right back to where. He's the best.
Well, there it is. By the way, we're watching fantastic Ring of Honor matches, all brought to you by Honor Club. You can not only catch Ring of Honor TV every Thursday at 7/8 Central on Honor Club, but you can watch all the fabulous archives and, of course, their premium live events. It's a who's who's wrestled in Ring of Honor, and you should check it out on Honor Club. All right, boys and girls, let's talk about Blue Chew here for a minute. Pretty fired up about Blue Chew. I don't know if you've tried it yet already, but if you've been missing out, did you know they've just upped their game with Blue Chew Gold? Yeah, Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. And buddy, this ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection in your brain and body. Blue Chew Gold dissolves under your tongue, and it works in as little as just 15 minutes. That means you can get it on quicker and stay in the game longer. Elevation without hesitation. This is peak passion and peak performance all in a single tablet. And we want to make your life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. We've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with the promo code WHW. That's promo code WHW. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring today's podcast. And here we are, our main event, I suppose. Evil. This is May 26, 2018. We're in London, England. This ought to be a fun match here.
On the flight over is when I got a call from my new doctor, where she said, we just looked at a CAT scan of your back, and it looks like you have, I looked at a CAT scan of your hip, and I can see off in the corner that you broke your back. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And she's like, no. And I was like, but I'm going to England right now to go wrestle for 3 days. And she said, well, try not to fall down, and then we'll deal with it when you get back. She was the best doctor I had. Way better than the first one.
You just fell down right there. Just to let you know.
Yeah, I didn't think it counted if I was in Europe.
So tell me about Wrestling Evil, because I know he is still a viable part, I guess, of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, he was New Japan, or what's the title called? IWGP
Heavyweight champion.
Yeah, okay. At one point.
Right.
Shortly after this. He was great. He came over and did his excursion with Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to know each other a little bit through that. And then when he went back to Japan, he was instantly this big star and got so good. It was a treat working with him. And most of those great wrestlers from New Japan, like when you just, there's like a level of padding around them. They make you feel very like comfortable.
I understand. Is he as tough as Tomohiro Ishii is, who to me is one of the toughest men I've ever seen in my life? The guy can almost blow out a hamstring and still perform.
Yeah.
Still pick up somebody in the ring. Just unbelievable. Just as tough as they come. Just what a pro. You know, I'm really surprised. Now we're into yet another year of AEW and halfway into another year, and I'm surprised we haven't gone to Japan yet.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we would do something in Japan.
We were sending our title over there.
Yeah,
represented it at least a few times. Does it
Right.
go every year? Did we go this year for the Dome?
I don't know. Did they have it at Wrestle Kingdom? That it was AEW title defended? Nerd Conrad?
Wow.
Hmm?
That's hurtful.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's endearing.
No, I don't think it was defended this year. Let me look.
Ooh.
Looks like it's a really good crowd on hand for this event.
Yeah, this was like a weird building. It was like all glass, and I think the show started with like the sun still up, and it started looking real good at the main event here. Yeah, look, you can see outside still.
Right.
No, the AEW title was not defended.
Well, I'll win it, and then I'll take it there next year.
That's what you should do.
That's what I should do.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be quite a turn of events? Dalton Castle wins the AEW title.
It's what everybody wants. I hear him talking.
Yeah, I hear him talking too.
They're like, the guy's only been on AEW TV like twice, but I think
that means it even be a more of a surprise.
Yeah, they love a shocker.
Damn right they do. And I'm all for shockers. Hang on a second. I mean, you know, in wrestling, Conrad.
Sure.
Sure.
So listen, you got cream pied by Bozo, but you started telling us what?
Stop.
I mean, don't you think it would be fun on AEW television if the next time David Arquette came to one of the shows in Nashville, he was in full character and he cream pied you live on TNT? Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, I would love that.
That'd be something, wouldn't it?
It would mean so much to me if he did that.
Especially if it could be like the beginning of the show and you just have remnants of cream pie all over your jacket and hair and glasses, and we keep coming back to you at the desk, and it's just progressively worse as the show goes on.
Yeah, book it, man. You should book. You should. That's some good stuff.
I'll talk to some people.
Thank
David
you.
was so nice. He got RJ City, Jungle Jack, and Peter Avalon and myself on Celebrity Family Feud with him once. So it would mean a lot if we could give him this opportunity to cream pie you on our show.
Be huge.
Is he on Scream 7? Is he in the latest Scream movie?
He's the killer.
Oh, he's the killer. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys got a scoop.
There's a knife in the pie pan.
Oh, he could murder you on TV.
That'd be great. Kill me on TV. That's the way I want to go anyway. I want to go on TV.
Yeah,
I want to suffer a massive heart attack right on TV and just go clunk.
That's when I'll be a success.
That's it. That's when I know I've made it. When I die on TV.
Well, I think you just want to have a medical event because you want to wait until the quarter hours come out the next day so you'll know how you did before you
Nah, everybody else will want to know. I don't care. I'll be dead. This is,
This
this is the actual first time. It shows you how I just don't pay attention to things. This is the first time I've ever seen Evil perform, and I've heard a lot about him. So this is pretty cool.
Is he living up to your expectations?
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's beating the shit out of you right now. But here we go.
Oh, he's toying with him, winning the emotional game, but I saw something in Dalton's eyes there. I saw something.
Might have lit a spark.
Saw something.
Caught him in the head.
That didn't work.
Kick back to the leg.
As he get chopped in the head.
Lit enough of a spark.
Back to the corner. Did Ian just say I saw something in Dalton's eyes there? Boy, I know us wrestling announcers are full of shit, but I'm not so sure I'm that full of shit. I saw something in his eyes there. Yes, it was a complete blank stare. His ass beat.
He's asking what's next.
I like the fanning the boys do. I think that's always been so cool. Like, get him up, cool off.
When I first started at Ring of Honor, the Briscoes always had, like, the fans would always chant "Man up, man up, man up." So, like, when I started, it was almost instantly the crowd started chanting "Fan up" to me, and it was really fun. Especially when I was working against the Briscoes. Then it's just "Fan up, man up," back and forth.
That's cool. And now he's coming back. I can see it in your eyes.
There's something there.
There's something there.
Antonio Santos is with us here live, Dalton, and he wants to know, as a fellow Rochester guy, any matches you hold in high regard that you had either in Rochester or Western New York?
Yeah. I had my first cage match. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Rochester, it'd be outside in Buffalo. I did most of my work in Buffalo and like Syracuse. I had a cage match with my original tag partner, Will Calrissian. We were called the Peacock Experience. And it was just really fun, lighthearted cage match. It was weird. No blood. We did it. We did it, guys. No blood.
A lighthearted cage match.
I love the description of that. I mean, I kind of want to check it out now.
Against the Rochester Wrecking Crew.
Oh, gosh. So I spent a lot of time in Rochester. You may or may not know. And really like the town.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What were you doing out here? There's a lot of sleazy stuff going on. What were you doing out here?
I was calling baseball at
the Red Wings.
The Red Wings, yeah, at the stadium. Yeah. Right where
you would travel with your team, right?
Yeah, it was the Braves AAA team. And right next to Kodak. Right there, I'm looking up, seeing the Kodak sign, thinking, what could have been? What could have been if they would have gotten to the digital world a little bit sooner?
My father was a product manager in the digital imaging department and would bring me to like all these cool like conferences, and he worked at all these events like the Olympics and the Oscars and the NBA All-Star games because they had this digital camera.
Right.
And when I was in 10th grade, they let the whole program go. They were like, nah, film is what we're going to be doing.
Wow.
It was insane.
Yeah, well, there they go.
But I had all these first generation digital cameras in my house. I got to like use the first Photoshop. I had that. I have such an advantage growing up. And that all came into play when I started wrestling, because I would like make my videos and I would edit all my friends' photos for them. My father took my first 8x10s for me.
Wow.
In front of a backdrop in my mom's kitchen.
That's awesome.
Did you ever eat a dinosaur barbecue?
Sure have.
Yeah, it's great. One of the great, best collard greens I've ever had in my life in Rochester, New York. Believe it or not, you think it's a Southern thing, but it's not.
The city's got soul.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And it's also a cool building, that dinosaur barbecue. It's like right on like the river.
Right on the river, yeah. It's cool. It's a cool city.
They got them all through New York. I think there's one in Syracuse and Albany.
Yeah, I think there's one in Brooklyn. And there's one in the city somewhere.
This part of the match brought to you by Dinosaur Barbecue.
Remember, crack your back at Dinosaur. I saw you at one time grabbing your hip, like, oh.
Yeah. So I broke 2 bones on my, I think it's the pedicle and the spinosus process. I don't know what it's called. It's the pointy part, the dinosaur parts.
Okay.
2 of them broke, which leaves one of the discs mobile, so it would shift, and it started like pushing on a nerve, and so that's what I was told by the doctor why my hip hurt so much, because I just had nerve impingement shooting down my leg 24/7. Where I would go to pre-tape day and I couldn't stand for more than 3 minutes. So if I had to do a second take, I'm like, I have to sit down between. And then, yeah. So I was just like putting a brace on, putting pressure on my hip, thinking that was going to fix it. And then the doctor was like, oh, no, it's your back.
I mean, that had to run through your mind here that something serious could happen if I keep going. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think I was also like negotiating at one point. So that was hard to focus on.
Right.
And just thinking like, I just got to get through this. Just got to get through this until I sign the new deal. And then I can take some time off. And it's a weird mentality when you're just working towards this goal that you thought was unattainable. And then it's like right in front of your face.
Right.
And then all these obstacles get dropped in front of you like a broken back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an obstacle. You're not kidding. So see right here, I'm not so sure if you're selling or if you're really hurting here.
Well, that's the beauty of being broken is you don't really have to sell. It just happens.
That's the beauty of being broken.
I'm one of those real wrestlers.
I got you, brother. Oh, God. Oh.
Conrad, you see that? I took his hips.
I did.
Keep control. Stay tight.
Mm-hmm. And another fucking referee bump. Damn.
I am a liability when Todd's in my matches.
Todd just slid on down to the floor.
I've hit him in all 3 of these matches.
And there's Ian saying, I can see something in the eyes of Todd Sinclair as he rolled to the ring to the floor.
Oh, there's the title. That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah, trying to steal the fucking title. Oh no, he's gonna hit you in that injured back with it. Get up!
Evil.
Oh, got it.
Heroes.
He's evil.
Oh, no, they didn't put up much of a fight.
They didn't. It's like fuck this.
Here we go.
There it was
on the belt.
Oh, no, track the audio here. Come on now.
The cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By now, Castle's got no idea where referee Todd Sinclair is.
I don't think Todd Sinclair knows where Todd Sinclair is.
That was it, PJ. That took everything out of Dalton Castle.
He's got nothing left in the tank right now, Ian.
But Evil's got the World Championship, and it may be closer, literally and figuratively, than he even knows. Dalton Castle. Evil.
Shoves him off.
Got him.
He hit him in that with the belt. That's over. Evil. Cover him, Evil.
Evil has got him.
This is it. New champ.
World champion. No.
No. What?
Evil.
How about DJ Whitmer on commentary? That's the voice I haven't heard in a while.
Everybody's right back to his feet, and that's the sign.
How did Dalton kick out?
He's not going to be able to kick out of this, BJ.
No way to kick out.
No way.
What makes him a champion, though? Bad back at all.
Eve, no.
And broken hand.
Castle.
He's got his spladle.
1,
spladle.
2,
spladle.
3. Got him.
Wow.
Wow, that's good stuff.
Thanks, man.
Dalton, this was fun, man. We got to see some of your favorite entrances, some of your favorite matches. Man, you spent a lot of time with us today. I greatly appreciate all the time. Let all of our listeners know how they can keep up with what you're doing these days.
Oh yeah, I've got an Instagram at the Planet Peacock, and I Twitch almost every Tuesday. Might not happen tomorrow. At the Dalton Castle on Twitch, where I paint. That's what I do. We just sit and I just work on these things that are on the wall here, and I talk about the cats that I've seen.
So those are your paint. That's cool. That's good stuff.
That is
cool. I was noticing that, thinking that maybe you did those, and you do. Good stuff.
I do. Yeah. Thanks. They're all works in progress right now. But
this is obviously the room where you paint in, right? As
you
can see, right?
I got all my cameras and stuff in here. I've been slowly putting it together.
Yeah.
I'm proud of all the things I've been able to build. They don't look good though, but they're functional. I can drill a 2x4 into the wall.
Not many people can do that. Not many people can do that. Okay, here we go. Ah, damn. You know what? I'm just like you, Dalton. I have so many power tools at the house.
Really? Are they getting used?
No. But I got them.
We can build something.
I use some of them.
I'll come over and we'll build some raised beds.
Yeah, I used to have a table saw until Lois said, "Are you ever going to use that fucking thing?" I'm like, "Nah." And then my son Chris said, "I'll take it." I said, "Okay." I just
don't have one of those. They scare me, intimidate me.
I just love power tools. I just
love the right tool. Like when you know how to do something, I feel like a superhero if I like fix something on my own and I have exactly what you need. Oh my God, I have that Allen wrench.
Right.
And I'm like, great.
Yeah, you're prepared. Well, man, you're a good guy and a good painter and a great wrestler. And we are so happy. Oh, one quick question. How you like working with the Outrunners? Those two knuckleheads.
These dudes?
Yeah.
I love it. It is such a change of pace for me. They are they're the youngest men alive. So there's a learning curve. I'm obviously the mentor of the group, but my God, they're full of energy. They are hilarious. I feel like we are on the same wavelength and like we're starting to click. Like we've had quite a few trios matches together now, and like we're finding out like what really works together, and it's great. I trust them so much, and it's wonderful. I'm here to tell you guys the Outrunners are awesome, and I want everybody to support them. Am I upset that they're going to get action figures before me? No, it's fine. It's totally fine. I want all the success for them.
I thought the videos putting you guys together were very, very entertaining. Good stuff.
Oh, thank you. Zane Decker produced those. Those are so fun to make. He really and they were like right on. Every time we film something, they're like one take kind of guys. And I think we work well together. That's all I want to do. I want to secretly not wrestle anymore and just make little mini movies and see if anybody notices.
Why not? All right, my friend. Take care of yourself. Dalton,
thank you, Tony. Conrad, this was a pleasure. Tony, I just want to say, man, just working with you is such a surreal thing for me, and it makes me feel like a real pro wrestler being around you. It's great.
Thank you. It's great working with you, too. You're very, very entertaining and very creative, and we don't use enough of you. So there you go. That's my take on all that.
I don't really want to be that famous. I just want to be rich, you know?
Okay, I got you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Dalton Castle, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to follow him on Twitter and check out his painting over on Twitch. Easily one of the more interesting guys I think we've had on the show, don't you think?
Yeah, he's really a very, very talented guy on many, many levels. And I think that came across here.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah, and some of the back when he first started, some of the promos he did were tremendous. But he would say, "Can I do that one more time?" I'm going, "Oh God, yes, do it one more time." But he was a perfectionist, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm always
you and I are not going to shame people who put forth extra effort. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And Tony, right now, it looks like it's about that time.
Well, I got to pee. And so I'm just going to take my cock here and go do it. And we're desperately out of time. Did you get that, Peacock? Peacock. We'll see you next week on What Happened When on Wednesdays. We're coming on the Libsyn Radio Network. But on Mondays, we come exclusively and ad-free only on
the Chamber of Commerce. I mean, you know what I mean. Patreon.com/WHW Monday, where you can see Tony Schiavone get cream pied by Bozo. Ringclassics.com.
my life.